Hello to all of my wonderful Tauruses. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Today is Friday the 13th, so happy Friday the 13th. We're going to talk about the number 12 and the number 13 on today. Okay, talk about the number 12 and the number 13. Now, I know the superstition attached to the Friday the 13th. So you all can go look that up if you want to, but we're talking about the number 13, right? Which is just carries its own special vibration. So does the number 12. So we're going to talk about those two numbers. Those two numbers, let's talk about the number 12 first, which is the same as the number 3. When we're talking about breaking it down to its root number in numerology, 1 plus 2 is 3. So number 3's life is a life of service and also being invested in education on every level. So what that means is if you are a public servant, or if you are a civil servant or a spiritual servant in some capacity, that you're trying to learn and educate yourself on every single level. First, there may have been a spark, an interest. You may have been introduced to something. You know, like, excuse me, when you're growing up, your parents take you to church, so you're introduced to religion and spirituality there. And maybe have some idea of who God is. But as you grow and you progress, you're like, okay, I realize I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, right? So yes, that's one of the things for number 12 or number 3. Also, number 3s or number 12s are highly creative, highly creative people. Also naturally affectionate and loving. And so when number 3s focus on expanding their spiritual and intuitive education, they actually reap a lot of success and experience happiness, right? So that's kind of the journey that you all are going through right now, since Uranus is in Taurus. Uranus being Aquarius's ruling planet, the planet of like independence and freedom and individuality and that kind of thing. What makes you unique in a sense, right? And so number 13, let's talk about that for a second before we get into your general reading. Number 13, as a 13, you experience many changes in life that are meant to transform and empower you. 13, just like 4, like 1 plus 3 is 4, 13, right? Not 1 plus 3 is 4. You guys get it, right? Numerology. 13 actually resonates to a genius quality. And so also 13s are able to access the seen and unseen worlds and also manifest and build into it innovative projects in both at the same time. What does that mean, right? Let's say, for instance, you are you have the gift of prophecy, or you are a healer, a psychic, in that realm. You're able to exist in both realms. You're able to speak to people, receive information from another realm while speaking to a person on this realm. And they're like, oh, wow, how is this person able to kind of sort of see into my future? Well, we know that time is an illusion, right? So it's not that we're able to see into the future. We're seeing into your right now. You just don't see it. Get it? All right, let's get into your reading. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my Tauruses as it relates to all areas of their lives, specifically in areas of creativity and emotions. Also in areas of money and power, money and wealth, power and intellect, spirituality, and where they need to take action. What information do we have for my wonderful Tauruses? What information? What information do we have for Taurus on today? Yes, what information? Yes. Cards want to jump around and say something. They have a message to get across, get through to people. Yes. What do you have to say? What do you have to say? What do you have to say? So yeah, the deeper you get into your spirituality, and I think that's this was happening with a lot of Tauruses right now, because which a lot of Tauruses, you all are there. I've talked to many of you all. A lot of you all are already there in your spiritual journey. Whether you are getting your crystals, saging, meditating more, or whatever, you have crossed over from that religious realm and decided, you know what, I am a spirit having a human experience. This is my temporary body. So, and this is my temporary home. And so we know even when people experience the loss of loved ones, it is them actually going to another realm. So their body may be in a casket, but they have actually gone on to another realm. So when people have funerals and say they come to pay last respects or last regards, with respect to that ceremony or a ritual or whatever you want to call it, that's not something that I personally participate in. I understand that people want to, say goodbye for the last time, but their spirit is no longer there. So really, they're just saying goodbye to a body, right? Their temporary home. So let's get into your reading. I see a lot of money in your cards, which is not surprising, actually, because a lot of you all, like I said, are going through this transition. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful transition is happening for you all right now. Now look, the King of Pentacles, because all of these are Pentacles, these majority of your first set of your cards are Pentacles, right? So this right here, the King of Pentacles, hopefully you all can see it. Hopefully the camera is. All right, so this really just means that you all have the Midas touch. This means that you are reliable, you're very savvy with money, you're prosperous, and you are able to attain money, right? When we look at, I'm going to put this right here for a second. Hopefully, okay. Let me see if I can adjust my camera so I put the cards down here so you can see. So we have the King of Pentacles right there, right? Then we talk about like the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, pretty much the same thing, right? Pretty much the same thing. You have the power to get what you want. The power to get what you need also. This also is beginnings. This is prosperity. This is manifestation. You all are able to manifest abundance and prosperity into your lives, right? But again, you have the power to get what you need, right? This is also new beginnings and new opportunities for a lot of people. So yes, new opportunities. You all are starting to tap more into your divine masculine energy and kind of sort of take action about some things that you want in life. You all are still being very conservative with your money, or at least starting to be conservative with your money and starting to think more of like, I want to start traveling some more. I want to start, kind of sort of seeing some places some more, right? I'm shifting and broadening my horizons. Whereas I may have been spending money on certain things before. Now I think I want to kind of spend my money on some travel, go somewhere, like go around the world, right? Go around the world. So you are, And also, to some degree, now I want you all to hear this too. To some degree, some people, not all Tauruses, are kind of sort of refusing to budge and like kind of sort of resisting this change, this internal thing that's happening when it comes to money, right? Some of you all will be traveling, but some of you all are like, I don't really want to budge when it comes to my idea or my relationship with money. Okay, that's some people, right? Some people are saying, you know what? I do want to change. I'm welcoming this Uranus that's retrograde in Taurus right now, and I don't understand fully what's happening, but I'm just kind of going to go with the flow. And that really could depend on where the other planetary placements are, right? So if you are a person who, and I'm just throwing this out here just by, you could have Taurus sun or different, you could have two Tauruses that are born in the same day, but they could have different moons, rising Venus, so on and so forth. Okay, so I think you all get the gist of what I'm saying. So this is how you all used to look at relationships. Just kind of have this pessimistic view of relationships. Just like, not really sure, But remember, the person is turned away from expansion, right? I want to see if I can get in like really, really close. See the sky behind? And the stars in the sky. This person they have their back turned to that. So when you turn your face forward towards this expansion, things look a whole lot differently. This is you changing your perspective, because this person has their back turned to expansion and the stars, and they're looking down into this black hole, looking into the abyss. This is a person who feels like life is just kind of hopeless when it comes to relationships, right? The moment you get up and you decide, I'm going to turn around and look how beautiful all these stars are and how beautiful your life is, like really how your life is, then you start to see this harmony, right? Like your life is full circle. You start to really appreciate your life, right? So everybody has had things that happen in their lives that make them feel like this for a moment in time, right? But because you all are going through this transformation, because Uranus is retrograde in Taurus right now, for some Tauruses, not all Tauruses, obviously, it's going to be kind of rough, right? Because you just feel like this, wow, what is all this stuff happening? But then you have some Tauruses that are like, you know what? Change is good. Yeah, maybe if I look at things a little differently, then I can see the rainbow. I can see how harmonious my life really is, how blessed and highly favored I truly am, right? That's how some of you all are looking at it. Because for the ones who refuse to, I'm going to pull this back out. For the ones who refuse to change your perspective in life, it's nothing but self-sabotage. This means self-sabotage, right? But when you change your perspective about life, this is who you are right here. You see things clearly, who you used to be, right? Turn around from here. See the expansion, see the possibility, see how wonderful your life truly is, how blessed you really are. And you drop all this, the blindfolds and all this, bondage. And you can see how you used to be, right? Everything is a choice. Everything. You can choose to remain in bondage, or you can choose to free yourself. Look at my video for the number 11. That's how powerful you really are. You can tap into divine feminine, divine masculine at any time. Activate either side whenever you want to. That's the power that you have, Taurus. I think a lot of people are already learning that. Already know that. But there are some people who are still learning, right? So be gentle with yourself, Taurus. Please be gentle with yourself, because you really are blessed and highly favored. You truly are. You're really blessed and highly favored. A lot of you all are investing in yourselves. You're putting in that work right now. Seriously, you're putting in a lot of work, and your roots run deep. You've been reading, you've been studying, you've been doing all kinds of stuff. You've been doing your research online, taking classes, really, really tapping, going deep with your spirituality and just really growing. You're starting to see the fruits of your labor, slow, but you're starting to see them, and you're starting to nurture them. It's one thing and also this, okay, see, this is soil, right? This is how deep your roots are. There have been a lot of tears to water this soil, and you're starting to see some growth. Like I said, for some Tauruses, this has been a really, you've been going through a lot of things. The loss of loved ones, death, if that's what you call it, death. I see death as rebirth, but loss of loved ones or transition of loved ones, loss of jobs, loss of relationships, with people, love relationships or romantic relationships, things like that. But it's definitely been growth for you. Your tears have watered this soil, and now you see growth. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Again, let's look at, and a lot of you have walked away from your old life or who you used to be, walking into your new life. See this luminary right here, right? This is I guess this could be sunset or sun rising, but nevertheless, the sun is a luminary. You're walking into your strength, right? Of who you're walking away from who you used to be, and who you used to be could have, again, been, could represent the loss of a loved one through transition. It could represent the loss of a job, a loss of a whatever, but you now are walking into the new life, right? Towards this luminary, towards the sun, right? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. A lot of you all are I see a lot of money in your cards, a lot of money. You all are very, very compassionate. That Mother Earth energy, extremely compassionate, right? And so this is where people are really drawn to you, tapping into your magnetism, the fact that you're receptive, the fact that you are, you show your strength through your inner reserve. So you don't always say exactly how you feel, right? And you don't need to. People are just drawn to you. A lot of you are in hermit mode right now. Again, divine feminine. This is Virgo. This card is attached to Virgo, the hermit. Virgos are very meticulous. They are perfectionists. So you're doing a lot of soul searching through this journey that you're on right now, this chapter in your life right now. Let's put this major arcana up here. For a second, I'm going to leave that right here. Yes. Then we have the Magician card. A lot of you all are tapping into your divine masculine energy. Again, taking more action because you don't want to be in bondage anymore. You don't want to be like this anymore. You don't want to be in bondage. You really want to free yourself. So you are starting to take action, and that action for you is walking into your new life, stepping into your new life. So some relationships have ended. Like I said, Mercury, which is attached to this card, the Magician card, which is Virgo and Gemini's ruling planet, was retrograde, right? But it's now stationed direct. So during that time that it was retrograde, a lot of relationships ended for a lot of people, whether it's platonic, romantic, whatever. A lot of relationships ended. It could have been work relationships or whatever. Like I said, relationships could mean, and for you, again, when I talk about death, a lot of people, it means that it was finite. That's the last time you're ever going to see that person again, unless you know how to tap into calling them to you and through meditation, right? Sometimes you see your loved ones in dreams. You feel their presence around you. You know that they're still there. But again, nevertheless, you've tapped into this other part of you that you didn't even realize was there until you needed it, until you really, really felt like you needed it. A lot of you all have moved on. Whether you have physically moved or just in your spirit, you have just moved on, moved forward, dropped off a lot of baggage. See at these lights, at every light right here, you were illuminated even more, lighting your path, helping you through this journey. Yes, I'm loving this for you. Again, we're talking about the number 12 and the number 13. So yes, Taurus, this is not just has been, it is a very divine journey for you all. And I hope that you all are just kind of going with the flow of what the universe has for you, is what the universe is showing you right now. Just taking your time to just really just open your spiritual eyes and see your third eye or your brow chakra, activating that and seeing the beauty of everything that's going on around you. That's what I have for you, Taurus. Have a great day. Bye.